Right, and here we have a punch-out repair turn super punch-out conversion. So this was that punch-out board audio. Yeah, sidetracked there, never mind. This was that punch-out board that had a bunch of damage in this section from the batteries outgassing. As a punch-out, it played fine, but when I got it converted to super punch-out, lots of new problems surfaced. So I ended up having to fix a lot more open traces. I'll clean that up a little bit before I ship. Backside, there's these 4 ICs across the top here. They interface with all the I/O dip switches here, and these with the edge connector. They share common data points between these parts and then back into the CPU a little bit. Some of these from here to here were okay. Some of these from here to here were okay. But from here to here, they were not okay. So when I was playing the game, the character would just keep ducking. Every time he touched the joystick, he would duck. Move left, duck. Move right, duck. Move the gloves up, duck. Gloves down, duck. So fixed all that, and then realized that the duck button on Super Punch-Out is normally closed when the joystick is in the park position. So that's what that is. Wired up a little button there so I can demonstrate the duck feature here in a second. Anyway, yeah, I did all the erasing and reburning the EEPROMs, and then when I got the game up, it had some graphics corruption on the upper monitor. Let me see if I can switch over. No, I can't do this single-handed, so hang on. Okay, so as I was saying, we had some graphics corruption on the upper monitor. Both the challenger and the player characters, the graphics were all like twisted and screwed up. I think some of the text maybe was wrong too, and background colors weren't right. You know, I chased that problem for hours, and it ended up being that. So let me see if I could flip this over here without breaking anything. Okay, so this backboard, these 2 EEPROMs, this is a 01 dash back. There's a 02 dash back also, which, you know, the site that the Super Punch-Out kit comes from, it says that there are 2 different versions, and there's lots of documentation on KiloV about there being 2 different versions. What wasn't said was that these 2 ROMs on the 01 cannot be the software from the 02 version. They need to be from the 01 or the Japanese version. And I'll be damned if I didn't chase that for hours. I thought I had a problem that just showed up on this board after I did the conversion. And then I got to thinking about it. It worked as a punch out. It had to have been something stupid. And sure enough, it was that. So the Super Punch-Out did use a few ROMs that were a little bit larger than the factory Punch-Out ROMs, and one of the ROMs on the CPU board, it would erase, but it would not reburn, so I ended up having to replace that. Let's do some gameplay here. Again, flipping the thing over. I'm trying to break anything. Oh, and before I forget, I'm probably going to pull that off and send it away from the board, because I'd hate for that to pop off in transit and kind of bounce around and tear things up. These are your old proms. I'm sending them back to you just for the sake of doing it. They're good for Punch-Out, not good for Super Punch-Out, but at any rate, you will be getting those back as well. So let's start a game. Oh, upper monitor. Gotta switch again. Hang on. Okay. I find this guy harder than the second guy. Okay, so those work, right? Glove up, glove down, dodge left, dodge right. See if I can duck before I get knocked out. There's duck. And then there's the super button. Get knocked out already. Ah. Yeah, at any rate, that's all fixed. So I will be getting this boxed up and get you a shipping quote here in a little bit. Thanks.